Hi, my name is Vera Grazia and welcome to this video. Sorry if you hear all this munching and grunching down here. It's my dogs are right below me finding little kibbles to eat on the ground. So that's what's happening. Anyways, I decided to be productive and proactive and start filming for this video when I actually genuinely start. And so in this video today, I want to just bring you along the process of me designing my own pattern. So I had this idea because personally I love this specific thing to make these shorts. And it started off with an idea in my head. Okay, it started off with yarn. Let's start there. This is the yarn that I got. It is made up of 50% mulberry silk, 25 merino, and 25 linen. Needle sizes recommended are 3.5 to 4.5 millimeters, and it has a gauge of 21 to 28 stitches. And in a 100-gram skein, it comes with approximately 297 meters. Approximately 300. And I found this at a yarn shop local to my grandmother, to her art gallery in Boston, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, I loved it so much. Just the feel of this linen blend that has a little bit of wool in it and also some silk was lovely. Very beautiful and lovely. And I originally was going to make the micro shorts by Loopy Studios. I did a gauge swatch. This is how it came out. Very beautiful. Can you see that shine? This is blocked too, by the way. It's very like silky and smooth. The only issue is that it didn't quite hit gauge, and I got nervous that because it has 50% silk and 25 linen with only a quarter of wool, that it wouldn't be very stretchy. So I kind of knit a few other things and simmered on the idea a little bit, and then I don't know how it progressed to be this, but then I was like, I want to design my own pattern. The vibe I was going for, I love ruffles. Particularly, I love ruffle shorts, and I've really been into like the bloomer look. I know, but I have these ruffle shorts from Free People, and I love them so much. They're super cute. They are very short, and they're a bit see-through. And so I wear them. I do wear them. But it kind of like sparked this idea of how I kind of like to take inspiration from these fashion brands and turn it into something that is actually handmade, and like I made it, I designed it and made it. So it's inspired by this. It is not a replica. I'm not copying or anything, but it is inspired. So I started designing up a pattern, and right off the bat I drew these shorts. And then I started doing some math for it and trying to figure out like how I would do this, what the gauge is. I measured the gauge, and a fitted garment has a negative ease of 6 inches, 6-inch negative ease. So I calculated where I wanted to sit on my waist. I figured out how many stitches per inch, and then I figured out how many inches my waist is minus 6, and then calculated how many stitches I'd need to cast on. So I did that, and then I had the idea, on how would I create ruffle shorts out of this. And so here's the other swatch that I did. It's gorgeous. It's so gorgeous. I cannot get over it. So what I did was I knit this swatch right here. You can probably see it better from here. I knit the swatch, and what it will pretty much be like is you'll knit the shorts, and then you'll have the shorts all completed and done, and then you superimpose the ruffles onto it. Pretty exciting, isn't it? That's the plan, and this is like a mini swatch, and I'm like in love with that. Like, how beautiful are these ruffles? It's stretchy too, which I was a bit nervous for, but look at this ribbing. Look at this ribbing, and just like, oh, just take a moment to look at all of these. I'm just in love with it. Like, I'm actually in love with it. I love this look of this frilly, feminine, girly ruffles. And that's what these shorts will be. Then I'm coming up with all these ideas on what if I make pants? What if I make a skirt? I'm getting ahead of myself. I think shorts is a good place. Just one skein of this is expensive. It's not that expensive, but like it's expensive. Too expensive to be able to be investing all this time into a skirt that may or may not turn out. Anyway, so shorts is how it will be for now. And so yeah, that's a lot of talking, a lot of big intro. I just wanted to bring you along the process of how I'm making this. Tonight what I'm going to do is do a little bit more math on the layout and how it would kind of work out, and then cast on. So I feel good about this. I feel like once I get the pattern for the shorts down, then the ruffles will be easy and it'll just be beautiful. It'll be beautiful. So I'm excited for that. I'm pretty excited. I think that'll be good. Let's just begin. Also, by the way, in case you were curious, in case you clicked on this video and you saw this beautiful hot pink top, this I knit myself and I designed it myself. This, I am calling it the Patrick blouse. Yeah, I don't know when this video will be posted, but it's currently in testing and I just feel so full of love and happiness and genuine, like, people are devoting their time to test something that I made. Like, I started knitting because I love knitting and loved creating something, and then it became something that I did on Instagram too and shared with people, and then it became something where I had an idea and people helped me and I shared it with people, and then it became something where I shared it and then people want to do what I did and make what I designed. I feel so amateur to be doing this, but the amount of support and love that I have gotten has been incredible. So if you're thinking about doing something like that, just do it. Just do it, I guess. I'm gonna do some math and close up this room because I set up this room and I open up the windows. I'm not supposed to, but it's only 65 degrees out right now, which 2 days ago it was 97, so, and it's only 7 o'clock. Okay. It's 1 a.m. right now from when I first filmed the intro. So let me just show you what I've done. So I cast it on and here I am starting the waist. And so the idea is the waist isn't going to be like a double folded collar or double folded or anything, but I'm going to use that hack where you crochet a line of elastic thread through the top and the bottom part, and so then it can be thin, which I was hoping would contrast nicely with like the ruffles. That's what I'm doing for that. I just hope it fits. It should fit, but let's just hope it does. Like, it seems like it'll fit. And one thing I did notice that I did was I did the short rows, and like the idea was that the short rows are for the back, but let's see if you can see. So here's the short rows for the back, but then like I carried it on to the front a little bit, so like there's a tiny little bit of short rows in the front, which I think is fine, but I don't know. I was just thinking about it, like, did I just defeat the purpose of short rows by bringing it into the front? I don't think so. This will give a little bit more room for the butt, like 1.5 inches. I don't know. The one thing I have is how are the ruffles gonna look sitting 1.5 inches down the butt. We'll see. That'll be a trial and error, but I think it's time to go to sleep because I'm a bit tired and I've gotten a good way, and I got to a part where I can feel like I can stop at. Look how cute my puppy is. Just a baby. She's the biggest baby in the whole wide world. Okay. Good night. Hi, it's the next day. So I started these shorts yesterday. and I've just been knitting on them. It's been going quickly, and I kind of have it in my mind that it should be going quickly because it's shorts. And so this is like the underlayer. I'm gonna do a try on soon, but this is what I have so far. What's nice about these is when I knit my Lota pants, it was addicting because there was stripes, and so I would be like, oh, I can do one more stripe, I can get to the next one. And this one, in a way, like, it has stripes. It has like a stripe row, and within that, halfway in the middle between, is another increase. And so like I'm telling myself that I can just do one more increase and it's fine. And so this is how it's looking so far. It's very stretchy for only 25% merino wool, and so I'm quite pleased with it, I will say. I only have one more increase left, so I'm doing one more. Here's the second to last rib row, and then I'm doing one more rib, and then I'm dividing for the legs. Originally I thought for the legs I would just do ribbing and then call it a day, but I decided that I'm gonna do another round like this where I have like one more rib row, and then do an inch ribbing for the leg so that it maybe doesn't look so much like a skirt, because there will be one row of ruffles on each leg, so it'll kind of like show that there's like legs here and not just short tiny shorts. And I think it'll make it a little bit longer, which is good because I want to be able to wear these. I do really want to be able to wear these. So yeah, I'm gonna finish. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this row and then try it on, and I'm gonna show you how it's going. Also, while I'm just doing this, let me know other videos that you're watching on YouTube, other accounts that you're watching on YouTube while you're knitting. Currently, I'm watching this knitting podcast by Makes by Sophie. I just started it. It seemed very interesting. It seemed cute and fun and interesting. And should I start a podcast? My grandfather's telling me I should start a podcast, so I think maybe I should. I am under the impression that nobody would want to hear me talk for 30 minutes straight. Let me know. Let me know down below what you think about a podcast for me and what else you watch while you're knitting. So enjoy me knit for a little bit while you respond. I'm gonna do a time lapse that is gonna be the length of time that it'll take. So once you hear me talking again, click send, no matter where you are in the comment. I'm thinking another row, because it's kind of short otherwise. Like, the length that it's at is good, but I don't know if there's enough fabric to connect at the crotch without it being weird and pulling. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another row and then get back to you. Hi everybody, good morning. It is a very rainy day in Massachusetts today. I was gonna film an update last night, but I decided not to, just because it was like 1 a.m. and I was getting really tired. Look at this baby. But I was knitting and I thought I was gonna finish a leg yesterday, but I did not quite finish the leg. I have a split for the legs though, and I started finishing the leg. I want there to only be one ruffle on the leg, and so that's why there's one rib bump. and then I'm just doing 3 centimeters of ribbing, so the same amount of ribbing here. I was nervous that they were going to be too short, but I'll insert a few photos I took. They were not too, I mean, they're short, but the idea is that I'm adding another little bit here, and then I'm adding a ruffle that will go over it. Let me show you my sample to just show you what I mean. So here's a sample, right? And for example, the cuff is here underneath this, but then this ruffle comes down a good bit, so you can see it from the back here too. It comes down, so they look short on now, but they're really not as short as my other shorts. Plus I'm gonna add a ruffle, so they're not gonna be nearly as short. I feel confident that once I just get the base short done, then it's fine. I think I'm definitely gonna put like an elastic in here, because I'm just picturing this, the final product, to be this really frilly bottom part, but then like have a cinched waist, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm gonna finish these shorts today, try them on, and start working on ruffle. I've been knitting for a while. Let's try them on. I only have one. I'm getting very overstimulated. Here are the shorts. A bit short as you can see, but nice and stretchy. I have not finished the other leg like I said I would have had done and then shown you, but I didn't do that. So let's try them on. Here they are. This is the leg. So my thoughts are that when I block it, it will get a little bit longer, which will be good. And also when I add the ruffles, it'll add a little bit of extra length. And they sit right where I want them to sit, like on the waist. It's just gonna be about adding a elastic band right here to make this stronger. Look at how cute she is. She's looking at me in a way. It's time to add some ruffles. Now, shall we? Okay, so I went to my grandmother's studio today in Boston, and I knit while I watched her studio, and I finished one leg. I didn't try it on, and now I've since finished the other. Here's the reveal. Like, they're cute, but like I don't want this. I don't want them to be going up like this. So like, for me, that's just way too ruffly. I don't really know what to do. Do I not have to pick up double the amount of stitches? Can I just pick up half of the stitches? Can I just pick up like the same amount of stitches instead? I'm feeling a little bit confused. It's either I do that or I do it and block it. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I just don't really like this. Like, what the heck is this? Like, they're cute. But I do feel like if it was only one layer, then that would look good, and that would make me less stressed out about the yarn that I need to have. I don't know. I think I'm gonna block it. That's good, because tomorrow I have to do work, and if I don't have anything to knit, then I have to do work. So, you know, I did not actually block them. The thing that I really love about my Instagram is how helpful people are when I ask a question. And I asked, what should I do? Should I pick up 1 times the amount? Should I pick up 1.5 times the amount, or should I block them? And the majority of the people said block them. But I was impatient and I got to it right away. So I undid one leg and I'm picking up 1.5 times the stitches. And I'm just gonna go sit outside and do that for a little bit because that was really fun. And I have been working all day. Like, I gave myself a 9-to-5 job and I worked. I did work. So now it's 5 and I feel like I'm off of work. My own self-employed little life that I live. But we're gonna sit outside, me and my dog, and I'm gonna do some knitting. That's really pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, I really like that. Those are gonna look really cute though. You can like put them over a bathing suit.
Yeah. Or just wear them.
Yeah.
But imagine that though, that'd be cute. These with like a bathing suit top.
Yeah. I think that might be the best thing you knit.
You think so? Hi everybody. So I feel like the past few days, I've been working with the most stressful individual. It's freelance work, doing some freelance videos, and it's actually like really stressing me out. I don't really want to get into it anymore because I could go on and on, but it's finally over. And I've been giving myself a work day and I've been knitting afterwards. And here are my shorts so far. They're looking a bit bunched up, but what I think we're gonna do is try them on, and then I'm gonna do a mid-project block because, like, yeah, so. Okay, this is why I need a mid-project block. Like, it looks cute like this. It does kind of look cute like this, but I want it to be just a little bit more, like, relaxed. So you can see the ruffles, you know? It just really needs a mid-project block, so that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna make a video. Okay, my shorts are in the blocking tub. Look at the baby. And I'm going to make a coffee, and I'm going to tan a little bit. I'm gonna sit outside, but I have to turn off the water because it sounds like it's still running. I'm gonna tan for a little bit and maybe do some work for someone who's, you see how cute and funny she is? I'm gonna do some work for someone who's not annoying. Watch me make my coffee, actually. And then, here's a double shot. Everybody, so blocked my shorts yesterday, got impatient, put them outside to dry. This is how they look like before. Another ruffle in the books. I'm gonna keep building up with ruffles, and I think I'm like worried that people really just like a few ruffles at the bottom, but the vision was originally like fully ruffled, and so I'm gonna do full ruffles because I need to, and I have a whole nother skein of yarn. Worst case, I just rip back the ruffles that I don't want. So yeah, it's kind of flaring out a little bit. I don't know why. I just have to. But these shorts, I can just like, I just know that they're gonna be so worth it and so cute once I have all the ruffles on them, because the more ruffles, the better. And I've been doing a little bit of reflecting. So my username is Knitting Fae, inspired by one time I saw someone's, oh gosh, sorry. I think I once saw a person's name be like Crochet Fairy, and I'm like, I read my fairy books, like I like fairies, and I'd like to consider myself one sometimes. So I named my Instagram account Knitting Fae, and now that I'm like making and designing clothes, it feels very fitting because I feel like these shorts are shorts that a fairy would wear. I don't know. So let me just talk through this one last thing, and then I'm gonna cast on my next ruffle. So I have this. This won't matter because in the end this will be done by the time you see this video. I have these, right? I have technically 2 ruffles down here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have this much left and a whole nother skein. And I'm pretty sure I started a skein when I started the legs. The question is, I have 6 more rows left. I've done 5 ruffles, but I think I will have enough. I think I might be like on the last limb and I might only have enough left, but we're gonna hope. If I can get through at least like an entire next ruffle with this, then I will feel good about it. I'm loving the process of these. This is so fun. And I think adding an elastic here will be the best final last touch. I think I'm gonna have to like loosely crochet an elastic in, because they still like they stay up. They just like would like to fall down a little bit, but they do stay up. Like they're still shaped to my body. Okay, I'm gonna knit. I'm gonna cast on my next ruffle, and then so it's the next day from last night, and I did not run out of yarn, not even in the slightest. I finished the whole ruffle. I don't know what I was thinking, but I finished the whole ruffle, and I picked up stitches for the next ruffle, and I got 6 rows. 6 rows done. I'm chilling. I'm fine. I don't know why I was freaking out so much. Look at this nice new skein of Malabrigo Susurro. Beautiful. It's truly quite beautiful. And I wound this myself, by the way. I went to the yarn store and I bought the yarn and I asked the person, I'm like, hey, can I also get this wound? I felt bad because it was close to closing time, but it wasn't like that, like super duper duper close. And he was like, yeah, I can set it up for you. I'm sorry to interrupt your knitting. If you can set it up for me, that'd be great. I've never used a ball winder in a Swift before. And so then he set it up and I'm starting to spin it, and I start off by winding it the wrong way. And he's like, you have to keep it going the right way, like all the same direction. I'm like, okay. I didn't know what direction it started off with, but whatever. Anyways, it was fine. I did it, and I want to invest in my own because I feel a little bit nervous now, like asking people for help. Anyways, I have 4 more ruffles to go after this one, which I did 2.5 yesterday. So I think I probably have 2 more days working on this, but I'm supposed to get a yarn order today, so you best ought to know I'm going to be posting a video. I have a few fun yarny, knitty type things that are happening this week. It'll be finishing these, hopefully, getting my yarn order, and making videos. All things that I love. Genuinely, I love. I'll probably show you when I finish this ruffle and show you what it looks like, but look at how like beautiful that is. Cute, cute. They're gonna be much cuter once these ruffles lay down. So yesterday I finished my shorts. They look crazy. They look crazy right now. I'm gonna try them on for you. They definitely need a good blocking. I ordered some elastic thread that should be coming tomorrow. So it'll be perfect because I can block these shorts. They'll be done tomorrow, and then I put the thread in and they're like done. And then I can start showing them off and maybe writing a pattern for them. But here's how they're looking. They look weird because of like all of these, but like imagine this for a second, okay? Like just shorts that look like this. I personally am super excited for them and I think they're going to be awesome. I've gotten a lot of good feedback on my TikToks and my reels and everything, and so I'm excited. I'm excited to create these and just make them a reality and have them finished and actually wear them. They're quite a bit heavy, so I definitely need to add in the elastic, but I think it'll be good. I'm very excited for them. They're going to be amazing. And you know I have to do my blocking video. The blocking video I did on this got 660,000 views is what it's at right now. So I blocked them and I let them soak. Sorry about my dog. And I have a bit of an idea where I kind of want to have them open on both sides, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe not. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. The only thing with that though is that I feel like I might stretch them out, you know? So like if I do something like this, I don't think I'm gonna do that. So with these shorts, I don't think I want to pin them because I don't think they need to be pinned. They just need to lay flat is the thing. So first I'll get all of these layers to lay flat, right? It's already looking so much better. And now what I might do is just like flip it over, question mark, like a pie or pizza or something, so that that side stays laying flat, and then I can fix this side. Looks nice, yeah? Let's see if it stayed though. So put this back on here like this. Wow, perfect. That's marvelous. That's just marvelous. I think we're gonna go set these outside to dry. We gonna go outside? You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside and let these dry? It's hot out, so that's what we're gonna do, I think. This here is where we're gonna be setting them, and hopefully they dry nice and evenly. I'm gonna probably flip them halfway through the hot part of the sun, just to have some even coverage on both sides, just in case it shrinks it a little bit. I don't think it will because it didn't before, but in case it does, at least it shrinks it evenly. everybody. It's been a few days and a few wears. They still look beautiful. The only thing that I'm gonna be doing is adding a little bit of elastic into the legs. Because after a few wears, like, they look like underwear. I showed my brother the shorts when I finished them. And he was like, oh, you know they're really short when the middle comes down further than the rest. I'm like, dude, what do you know? Anyways, I got this like 500 yards of elastic and I'm gonna thread it through. So I'm gonna do it differently than I did the waistband, because the waistband like needed that to make it smaller and make it fit better. But the legs, I don't really care for them to be fitted on me. I just want them to be a little bit more structured. So I don't want them to be like stuck to my body, but I want them just to have not like flare out and completely lose all structure and shape. So I'm gonna be doing, this one's gonna be much easier because I'm literally just threading an elastic through and on the inside, and doing it on the inside of the purl bumps. So the opposite side, so they look like knit stitches, but they're just purls. And I really need help on the name for these. I don't know. I had a few people comment some cute things. I saw like the sand lace shorts, which I thought were super cute because I like the lace vibe, and I literally wore these to the beach yesterday. If you can see, I have a little bit of sun on my face, but I literally wore them to the beach and they were cute and sandy. But I'm like feeling if I'm gonna call them the sand lace shorts, I need some photos in the sand. But that's not necessarily the case, because yes, I may need photos in the sand for when I release them, but not necessarily for when I call for testers. So I think this week I'm gonna call for testers, write the pattern up, grade it. But by the time you see this video, I should have either called for testers or the call ends today. I'll make a video, publish it tomorrow, call for testers. It'll close that Tuesday, next Tuesday. And then, yeah, anyways, long story short is by the time this video is up, and if you're watching it close to the time that it's up, then I have called for testers, and I am currently calling for testers. And if you want to apply, please do. My main criteria for testers is that you are inspired. You're really inspired. I don't care about your knitting speed. I don't care about your knitting skill level. But like, if seeing these pants excite you, these shorts excite you, and you really want to make them, then I want you to make them. Because I feel like those people are going to be the people that will love it, you know? But this side is done, so it looks cinched. These smell really good. And also, just in case like you're still watching this and you're, look at that, these literally look like bloomers. What the heck? What the heck? You're probably tired of me talking, although if you have watched this far, and if you have watched my last podcast video, I just want to thank you. I just want to say thank you from the bottom, deepest, most sincere part of my heart. I want to say thank you because that video did so well, and I never thought people would like genuinely want to listen to me speak for 30 minutes, because what do I have to say that's different than what anybody else has to say, you know? And other people can speak better and they're a little bit more cohesive and interesting, but I just want to say thank you because that was the feedback I got from that podcast was just incredible. I have 60 comments. Half of them are me because I responded to every single one of your guys' comments. Anyways, yeah, thank you. I'm gonna finish threading the elastic through these shorts and then I'm gonna show you what they look like. They're so good. They're so good. Such a good decision because they're not tight at all and they're still like loose and everything. It's nice because with these, like, I felt like if I put them a certain way, then my butt might show a little bit. But with the elastic now there, it stays. And so I'm not gonna flash anybody. Guys, I love them. I love these so much. And so I think like, I think this wraps up the video. So this here was the process of making and designing these shorts. I'm really excited to go back through this video and just rewatch it and see the evolution of them. I love them so much. The look of them is exactly what I had wanted. The yarn is beautiful, and in fact, Malabrigo, the yarn company, sent me a message on Instagram saying that they want to promote my pattern, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. So that's really cool, and so it's really kind of motivating me to make this into a pattern, and I do recommend this yarn. I think I saw this yarn and I saw it perfect to fit perfectly for these shorts. Another yarn that I kind of have in mind, although I've never felt it with my own hands, so I can't fully back it up, but it is the Wandering Flock Cotton Lino, because I think I saw, I forget her name on here, but she's on YouTube. She makes wonderful podcasts, and she got sent all of this yarn from the Wandering Flock, and it has like that silk content, which I think gives these shorts that feminine lacy vibe to it. So yeah, we'll see. I am probably gonna make a few videos now just to like push out and share, but I love these shorts. I really truly love these shorts, and it's so fun to go into my room and pick out an outfit and then just see these and be like, I want to wear these. I'm excited to wear these because these are my style and these are my fashion and I love them. Anyways, that's about it for this video, and check out my Instagram. Truly, go look at my Instagram if you're watching this soon after it was posted, because I am calling for testers. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, especially if you're at the end of this video. And if you have been knitting while you've been watching this video, comment what you've been working on, please. I like genuinely, last video I posted, so many people commented what they were working on, and if I didn't know what that pattern was, I searched it up. And I looked at it because I am truly so curious to always find new patterns or just new designs or designers that I haven't never seen before. So please let me know. Had a super fun time making these shorts and this video, I think, although it's been a bit of a long time. So yeah, that's about it. I look forward to seeing your reply in my tester application call. So bye.